Namaste everyone, I'm Hasti Masti Hansi. Welcome to Hansi from Home. So, continuing the season on lockdown lessons, I'd like to talk today about kindness and compassion and being neighborly and remembering all the humanitarian lessons that we learnt in the first lockdown. I remember the first lockdown very well. Um, Apart from the first sort of feeling really like what is happening to the world and feeling really down, one of the biggest things I remember is that everyone came together. Suddenly, people who you might only speak to sometimes suddenly were all there for you. Neighbors were looking out for each other. People got together and started helping other people in need, and there's just so much more love and compassion all around. And I felt that people started living more as a community, and in a way that we did years and years ago. I remember as a child, there was more of that. Everyone knew who was living in the streets. We weren't really knocking our doors, and the way the world has gone, yes, it's different now. But last time we had the lockdown, it was an opportunity to learn lessons. And I think many people did. I think people did come together a lot more, and they had more love for all living beings, as in human beings. The elderly, children, but also our planet. We were more aware of how humans have perhaps disrespected our planet, and where we are going, and are we going in the right direction? And this virus was teaching us a lot of lessons about the way humans behave, and how disrespectful we are sometimes with the planet, and our greed and our efforts of power, etc., etc., have got to a point where this virus is saying, "Whoa, stop here because you're going to self-destruct." And it was a pause button, which there was a positive, if you can find one, during the virus, and I think many people did talk about it. And in between, when we had a bit more freedom, I felt that people, some of them have kept the lessons, and other people are just rushing back to wanting to go back to exactly the way they were before. And this time we've got a second lockdown. Things are not the same. People are not really, I feel, remembering the lessons they've learned at all. It feels very, very different. And I feel my lesson today, my message today is to say to people, just look back on the first lockdown that we had, and the positive humanitarian lessons that you learned, and the kindness that you learned, and put those into practice in this second lockdown. Just remind yourself of those, because it was really nice. I remember feeling so much happier just because everyone was helping each other, and people just seemed to be more accessible. I know, unfortunately, people were not working, and that's why they may have had more time. But I do definitely remember when we were allowed to see each other slowly, that it was great that people were available. My friends were available when I called them to be able to socialize. And when things have gone back to normal and they've gone back to work, it feels a little bit of a shame, really, that we've lost that time. But we are in lockdown again, and I know we can't visit everybody in the same way. Um, but my lesson today for this particular talk is kindness and compassion. So just remember that. Give more kindness and compassion on this second lockdown. Until next time, from Hansi, it's Nacho Gao, ane hasta raho, from the inside and out.